What is poppin' pumpkins? It is me, it is mother, it is I am here sending you love, here to talk to you. I'm trying something different, so I hope this comes out well. Fair warning, now there are children who do not believe in going to the park that is on the other side of these buildings. They want to play right out here, so if you hear screaming, I'm sorry. I hope my makeup isn't disheveled because I just had a happy moment and I started crying right before I started filming and I was like, fuck! So bear with me. But definitely along with these happy tears, I cannot express how thankful I am for you people. That is the point of this video. I am gracious and happy and elated and honored by everybody who has given money, who has prayed for me, who has put a positive vibe out there. And when I mean a positive vibe, I mean anybody who just simply like saw an Instagram post of mine and was just like, yes, you know, keep doing it, girl. You ain't even got a comment, but you still sent that energy like, yes, get to them interviews, girl. It means the world to me. I feel super sensitive right now and I hope I don't break into tears again during this video. You guys are the dopest. You guys have been so supportive, so loving, and you shall be so informed. On the last video where I happened to mention this and it spurred all of this gratuitous love for my pumpkins. My pumpkin patch is fierce. Someone asked a question, rightfully so. I didn't take it as shade, I didn't take it as nothing. If I'm putting it out there and I'm making a request, you have the right to ask this question. The question was basically to the point of how did I get here? Because of the field I work in, it's in high demand, so they didn't understand how I ended up here. Here would be the point that I'm broke, don't have a job right now, and I'm asking you guys for help. So here's the deal. Thanksgiving, I quit my job. Thanksgiving of last year. I had my money saved up. I was all, you know, set to go, to be on a cushion. I quit my job because I needed a break. I needed a bit of a sabbatical. So I was able to support myself, pay my rent and all such things, and travel. That's how saved up and prepared I was to quit my job. And because of the field I work in, as you stated, I didn't think finding another gig would be very difficult. One of the things I have to take into consideration is I work in a very specialized field of nursing. I work in a very specific sector of nursing. So I've never worked anywhere else. I've never worked on the floor. I've never worked in like a children's school or some shit. I've never done clerical work. I've never done it. So that was one thing. Second, I moved to Maryland because it was going to be a easier look for me as far as, you know, rebuilding myself. Just showing itself to be a little bit easier with my relocation. So that helped me being here. But I have to stay here now because I have no money. I can't take a travel assignment somewhere else because I don't have any money to get to the travel assignment, or else I would just take up a travel nursing job and just be fine. But I don't have any money to relocate. Also, I don't have a car. I don't drive. And I am in the metro area, but a lot of people don't always work in DC. They go up to Baltimore or they work outside of DC in like Annapolis or something. And I don't have a way to get to these fucking places. If the train don't run there or a reliable bus, and them shits are not fucking reliable. If a train or a bus doesn't get there, public transportation doesn't get there in this area, I can't reasonably and rationally take a job there. I can't even apply because I can't get to work. What's the point of getting a job that you can't even get to? It's not me just being picky and being bossy, just being like, oh, I just ain't gonna do shit. You know, wait till something perfect fall in my lap. There were several stipulations that came along with me trying to find a gig, and one, realizing just with these stipulations it's a little bit more difficult. Another issue was I was looking for a job. This shit took about 2 months of my fucking time. It was a government job at that. Well, why I didn't get that job is a whole nother bag of fuck shit. But because there was all this, there was a lot of coddling instead of just being straightforward and telling me where I stood. There was a lot of coddling and foot dragging going on, believing that I had this position because it was so ideal, believing that I was getting this position. I had started turning down all types of other shit, and they drug this shit out for 2 months. 2 fucking months. Going back and forth on trips, spending money on doctor's appointment, trying to get titers done that somebody made a donation to. So I mentioned that I had to get titers done. I had to go get fingerprinted. I had to pay for this. This wasn't reimbursable. It'll be tax deductible though, but shit. So it was a lot of that going back and forth for 2 months until like I had a nervous breakdown literally on, I had a nervous breakdown basically on the phone with them like, look, you gotta tell me something because the bitch gotta eat. Like, what's good? So that ate up 2 months of my time. So now I'm running on fumes. I'm running on hopes and dreams and rainbow tears. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Something gotta give. So I'm still out there looking. I also don't want y'all to believe that if you're on my Instagram, you'll see me posting now, oh, headed to an interview, oh, headed to a second interview. I'll tell you about that in a minute. This doesn't mean that now I done got up off my ass and went on interviews. My genuine train of thought was, it's gonna come, a job's gonna come, somebody's gonna want to hire me, right? So I've been on interviews, I've been on phone interviews, I have interviewed a few staffing agencies, and the things just weren't clicking. Things just weren't coming together, the gears were not aligning. So I don't want you to think that I haven't been putting the work into this for this to work out, and that I was just waiting for, you know, the handout or some shit like that before I started doing things. I've been working on this. The hustle has been real all this time. But that is how I've ended up at this state. I've literally exhausted everything I have trying to get to the next step, and I smell it coming from around the corner. I have had 3 interviews. 1 I didn't get. I guess I wasn't a fit. Second one, they called me back for a second interview, so that sounds good. And the third one, I'm just like, well, somebody got to say something. They seem to like me a lot. That was fairly recent. You guys on my Instagram, you saw me headed out there. But things are looking like really sweet, really sweet. So hopefully things will be turning around really soon. Once again, thank you 1,000 times to everyone who contributed. Everyone who contributed. Anything, positive vibes, prayers, money. For those of you who gave money, I tried to reach out to most of you personally and say thank you, to find some personable way to say thank you. Square Cash does not make that possible for me to, like, unless you put some type of link that I can reach you and I can contact you so I can say thank you. There really isn't a way. Full transparency, you should know what I spent the motherfucking money on. So first thing, I bought me some underwear. Straight up, had to buy some panties. The girl needs new panties. I don't know when the last time I bought myself, I do. The last time I bought myself underwear was right before I went to Trinidad this year, earlier this year. And before y'all are like, bitch, if you was broke, how'd you go to Trinidad? I paid for the entire Trinidad trip before I even quit my job. Anybody who knows what it costs to go to Carnival, everybody wants their money up front. I paid for that trip before I had even quit my fucking job. So please, do not think that I was out there just spending money all willy-nilly. I'm a lesbian. We are really fiscally on top of shit for the most part. Even though right now if you saw my financial state and credit, you would be like, the fuck is wrong with you? Did you just get out of prison? Like, it's, girl. I also put some money on my Smart Trip because I'm going back and forth to these appointments and these interviews, and I'm telling you, the metro out here, the trains are more reliable. The buses are cheaper, but the trains are more reliable, and the trains vary in price, and the peak hours seem to be all fucking day. But I did that. I bought shoe insoles. So like my dress shoes, the dress shoes I have that aren't too flashy to wear in an interview, are not comfortable. They're not comfortable at fucking all. Also, I have running shoes. I need new running shoes. Child, they got holes in them and shit. Hold on. I'm not kidding. These are my Brooks. These are running shoes. Those of y'all who know I run. I do try. I've always run. Fat or not, I'm always running. These shits are great running shoes, but there's a fucking hole in the shoe. This is so sad. So I can't buy new shoes. That's not what we're doing right now. To maintain the wear in the shoes, because sometimes I have to wear them for things other than running, unfortunately. And you shouldn't wear running shoes for other things other than running. Like, your gym shoes should be your gym shoes. I don't have the power of that type of discretion right now. So I put insoles in the shoes so my feet don't fucking hurt when I gotta walk everywhere or run or whatever I'm doing. So I bought a decent pair of Dr. Scholl's gel insoles. I bought razors because my underarms and my legs, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice at all. They weren't soft. My underarms, I usually wax them. Ain't nobody got money for that, and I don't know none of these hoes out here, so I don't need them type of fucking issue. I miss Harlem Skin Clinic. I miss you. If you're in New York and you want to look for a good esthetician, Carly at Harlem Skin Clinic. She's fucking wonderful. I bought razors because that's what the girl needs. And here's something, I know y'all know about this. I went and did laundry at the Good Laundromat. Y'all know what the Good Laundromat is. The Good Laundromat is the laundromat that you go to that when you put your clothes in, like you can put, I think it's a good laundromat. You can put your soap in ahead of time and like the dispensers thingies. You can set it up for a double wash if you want. It's got the heavy cycle on, like super soiled. I think that's what it's called, or like super dirty or whatever the shit is. I like that shit. And the door locks when you fucking put your clothes in there. So these hood rats can't come back in there, stay shit, and it's just locked in there until the cycle's over, bitch. It's over. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know, I know y'all do. These laundromats, unfortunately, aren't cheap. Wash my linen and dry it was like $8 fucking. And that was in one machine. I had to be a big machine because it was my linen. But you know, I'm like, bitch, I feel good. So that is what I did with the funds you were doing. I'm not crazy with it. I'm not frivolous with it. You know what, I also forgot I needed some hair moisturizer. So there was a sale. I got me some the Shea Moistures. I bought a little bit of that. It's for my motherfucking hair. My hair still ain't done. That's why I got this scarf on. But at least I can keep the shit moisturized. It looks like straight up Young and May meets Topsy up under this motherfucker. Show do. This face might be beaten to submission in oblivion, honey, but this hair, we gonna keep this scarf on. So that is where I'm at. That is what is happening. I am just trying to keep you guys abreast and keep the transparency there. Once again, thank you 1,000 fucking times for everything. If you're praying for me, please continue to pray for me. I appreciate it. I'm praying too, okay? I'm praying for me and for you. Continue your positive vibes. I feel them. I'm not trying to be funny. This isn't just me talking to a camera. I really do feel them. And thank you for your donations. They were pretty fucking dope. All right. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope to see you soon. I've got videos coming up. I've recorded some shit. I just need to edit it, so don't judge me. And you guys have a blessed day. And I'll see you soon.